So the Phantoms have lost tonight against the Sheffield Steeldogs 4-2. I'm lucky enough to have Captain Will Weldon join me on the interview for Fan TV this week. Will, a split weekend. Let's talk about last night first. A great rearguard action, and to come from 3-1 to take that game down in Basingstoke's always been tough for us. So you must be pleased with that. And then 5 games on the belt, and we've dropped that game, which is a disappointment.
Yeah, last night. You've just said it. It's a really difficult rink to go in and pick up any points. So to go and show the character we did, to come back from 3-1 in the final period, we can take a lot from that. Going on to tonight's game, I think we gave ourselves a chance and we just came up short. But we're in a good bit of form, as you just said, 5 in a row coming into tonight, and I think we gave ourselves a chance, and that's all you can do. And ultimately, we didn't get the result we wanted, but I think there's a lot of positives we can take from the fight we showed when maybe we weren't at our best. Yeah,
I thought tonight was a really, really strange game, given the makeup of games between these two sides. They're often all action. We saw that at the end, but very few goals in it through 40 minutes. It was as though they were trapping the game and clogging the neutral zone, and we got a few pucks on goal, but didn't really move Zimodra that much. As you said, we gave ourselves the chance with Duncan's goal at 2-2. The killer for me on 2 occasions, we killed the power play for the first goal, and then the 4-minute power play, a massive kill, real good work at the death, and they scored coming onto the 5-on-5.
Yeah, the game sheet will obviously show them as even-handed goals, but ultimately our guy stepped on the ice, he's not even back in the zone, so they just happened to score them right at the end of those power plays. And yeah, at 2-2, I think we certainly fancied our chances of going on and winning it. I think you just said it wasn't necessarily the highest action game. Going into the third period, there'd probably not been an awful lot to sing and dance about, but I think that third period we turned the screw a little and we started applying more and more pressure, and I think it showed that they were tired, and we were capitalising on that, and we were camped out in their zone. They were overplaying their top guys, and I think we were confident of not only getting that second goal, but going on to win it, whether that was in regulation or taking it into overtime. And ultimately a penalty decision went against us, and then a bit of ill discipline, and we extend that. And as you said, it was a great kill, but we didn't get that 5th guy back into the zone. They score, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, I mean, it gets difficult there, doesn't it? You take that 4 minutes with only 6 minutes of the game left, and there's not much time to get back into it. So that's hard. I don't think we should kind of lose sight of the good form the Phantoms have been in. We've touched on it in this interview. It gives a lot of optimism for what will be a playoff drive. There's going to be a playoff drive. I know before we started the interview on camera, we talked about, does it matter which group we're in? I've got some teams that I would rather we did play, and some that are, perhaps it's not appropriate for going on the camera. But in the locker room, do you look at league tables now? I mean, is it just now a case of playing out the season? We're 5th, we're 6th now. Looks like our position, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's always the question you hear asked of any sports managers or players that you think football, and you get Jurgen Klopp or whoever saying we don't even know who Man City are playing, and you think of course they do, but that's where you're fighting for something like a league title. For us, we've had our sights set probably for the last month, 6 weeks on one trophy that's remaining for us, and that's the playoffs. And I think there's been talks probably behind the scene, not with the players, as to is there a group we would prefer to be in, and ultimately I know the answer to that's no. I think whichever group you end up in, you're going to play some good teams. Don't think there's any bad teams that are going to be in the top 8. So whoever we play, we fancy our chances. We've got probably the best home record in the league, if not the best. It's certainly up there, and I think we've turned a corner the last, month, 2 months of going to some tough bonds and picking up points, as we showed yesterday. And I think we've picked up a couple of wins in Telford. We've got the team, we've got the belief, and all our focus is on the playoffs, and it's just trying to build on things that we're practicing, and there's stuff that's happening in training that people aren't aware of, that it will take a lot out of the players on the team. We've done a lot of work on fitness and things that I don't think other teams will be doing, if I'm being totally honest, and that's with the sights set on the playoffs, getting through the group, getting to Coventry, and ultimately we feel like we've got a chance.
Yeah, well, look, great win last night, split the weekend, and we've dropped the game tonight, but there's still lots to look forward to, lots of hockey to play in the season, despite the fact there's only 2 weekends of the regular season to go. It's amazing that we're here already, and it's a deep run, isn't it? It's kind of May, end of April to the start of May, which is a long season.
Yeah, we've got the 1st of May penciled down as when we want to play our last game, and that's, I've just said it, that's where our sights are set, and it's not about being cocky, it's not about being overconfident and thinking we're there. It's the fact that we have to believe that we're a championship calibre team, and I'm sure I'll get back in the dressing room tonight and there'll be a lot of disappointment because we've lost that game, but at the end of the day, you've said it, we're 5th, we're 6th, and it doesn't really matter.
And we're not in knockout hockey.
We're not yet, and
that's important. So we've got to try these things. We've got to work it. We've got to make sure that form's good, and belief is there. And I think belief is there. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next weekend.
Cheers.